Show, Banff Show.
Show Banff Show.
Show, Banff Show.
Show Banff Show.
Expanding our community.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Show Banff Show. I'm here with Stephanie, medium in the middle, and we are very excited to learn from you today. So basically, the Show Banff Show, we celebrate startup culture, projects, what everyone's up to, and mental health. So Stephanie, tell us what you do, medium in the middle. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you got it right. I do a lot of things, so it's definitely a mouthful. But the number one thing that I do in town is I am a Reiki master teacher. So I teach Reiki and I do energy healing in town. I have a small studio in Harmony Lane, actually on Banff Avenue. But then I also am the host of the Medium in the Middle podcast. So I have a podcast. And then I have an online portion of my business as well, where I teach Reiki courses online. I do the Akashic Records. I also am a Psych K practitioner. So I do a lot of things, but it's all in the like wellness realm, energy realm. So yeah, thanks for having me.
That is really, really cool. So what is Reiki and how can we find you?
Ooh, Reiki is energy healing. So just as if you would go to massage for like a body work, Reiki is all about energy work. So we work on your energy body. We get you feeling nice and balanced and aligned. So it's really, really nice. If you've never tried it, I would definitely recommend trying Reiki. It's so relaxing. Yeah. Very relaxing, and it's really nice to just have your chakras realigned, have your energy rebalanced. Sometimes people are like, oh, I feel off, but I don't know what's wrong, or I'm not feeling myself, or I feel like a cloud is over me. Reiki helps rebalance that, and I just like to explain, it lets you release anything you no longer need. So if you're carrying around suitcases that aren't yours, it allows you to put those down and just feel lighter and more like yourself. But yeah, I'm in Banff. If you want an in-person session, you can come see me when we're allowed to open again. Right now I'm closed.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. And then I also offer those sessions distantly online. So I'm happy to report we are worldwide with Medium in the Middle. So no matter where you are in the world, we can get you a session. Everything is on my website, themediuminthemiddle.com. You can find me. Medium in the Middle is my podcast. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, I share my story about Reiki, about mediumship, about how I realized all of these things, how I came into energy work. Because I like to explain, I was just a normal girl. I was working at Lululemon. I was teaching CrossFit. And then I kind of got bonked on the head with all of the spiritual stuff. So it's very real approach to it. So you don't have to be very woo-woo to enjoy it. But yeah, that's about me.
That is really, really cool. And I have to ask now, because you're worldwide online, what's your farthest customer you've ever gotten so far, do you think?
Wow. I mean, I have Australia, Belgium, Finland, all over the States, New Zealand, Bermuda.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's really cool. I get to meet really cool people that I would never be able to meet. So I feel very fortunate for that. And then just getting it to connect with the listeners is also super cool, and seeing where they're all from. So yeah.
I really like that. And how do you connect with them? Like, is it through Instagram? Is it Facebook? Or how do you make these connections?
Instagram is big. Yeah. At Medium in the Middle. And then also like through sessions and through courses. So I have people who will have a session with me or take my course from all over the world. I try to make the times most accessible for all time zones. So it's nice. There's always one Australian waking up at 5 a.m. to join us. But yeah, it's mostly through, I guess,
that's not early.
I know. I'm not a morning person. I was always like, bless your heart for being here.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Wow. And time difference is always fun. Like, have you like messed it up or like you like, because they're from a different section?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm lucky my booking system actually will tell you in your time zone and my time zone. So it's really hard to mess it up. It'll be like, for you, it's 2:00. For me, it's 5:00. So yeah, we got it covered.
Well, thank goodness for that. And you said you've been doing this for years. Like, was this like a huge transition when COVID hit, or like how'd that all happen? Did you just switch online, or is this like something you've been doing for a while?
Yeah, good question. So I have been doing Reiki for years, just like usually at a spas or different places in town. But yeah, the lockdown last year really forced me to pivot and figure out what I was going to do. So I've had the podcast for 2 years in August, and
Ma-
through the audience.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And through the audience with the podcast, they were asking for like online services. So lockdown last year was when I started my website. I figured it all out and I launched in June. So I'm coming up to a year. And yeah, and then in person, I got my own space in Banff in November. So this will be our second lockdown that we're going through. But when opportunity knocks, you got to answer. So everything's really lined up. This year has been like a really hard year, I know, for a lot of people. But for me, I was able to create a lot and kind of expand. So I feel very lucky. And it's been incredible. So it's also kept me busy, which I feel like has kept me sane, because if I didn't have anything to do at this lockdown time, it'd be really hard to navigate.
That is crazy. And with the lockdown and everything that's happened, what's been like keeping you positive this whole time? Like, have you been doing a lot of Reiki, or like what's around you that helps?
Yeah, good question. I think I'm lucky to live in Banff. I mean, you do too. So the mountains help, being able to go outside. I also like, my main focus is like health and fitness. So being able to work out every day. I'm part of CrossFit Banff in town. So I'm a nooner gang. Every day at noon, we have our workout. And honestly, that just like gives me a little bit of normalcy in my life so that I can still have a schedule. And I am lucky, like I do still get to work from home and have sessions. So I still get to connect with people. But yeah, human connection is always number one. So that's been hard. But I think the mountains, working out, and still being able to work are keeping me motivated at this time, because it's hard.
That is incredible. And I have to give you a round of applause. Like, it has been difficult.
Yeah,
Like,
it's been a hard year.
we are trapped here and not in a city. Like, I'm so thankful for that, being surrounded by the mountains.
Yeah, they help. Oh, they help so much.
It's so, so true. And where can audience members find you if they need to? So you have a podcast, Instagram, online website, you said.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll probably link it down below. I'll get you to send it to me.
Yeah, pretty much I'm medium in the middle everywhere for my podcast, the medium in the middle podcast. You can search it anywhere you listen. We're on Spotify, we're on iTunes, we're on Podbean, we're on Apple Play or Google Play. Yeah, themediuminthemiddle.com to connect with me, and then at Medium in the Middle on Facebook, on Instagram, just Medium in the Middle everywhere. If you Google it, I'll pop up.
Amazing. And whatever you prefer, just go that way. I love it.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing to teach? Like, because you teach so many different things and specialize in different things. Like, what's your favorite?
I know. So that's a hard question, but I will say Reiki. Reiki is like my baby, my bread and butter, and it's what I do the most. So I feel the most comfortable in it, and I love teaching it. It's the gift of self-healing. So when I teach Reiki, I'm teaching you how to heal yourself. Level 1's all about your self-healing. Level 2 is all about healing others. So that is my favorite, because every time I get a new batch of students, it's like their eyes, when they have this awareness of what they can do for themselves, really lights me up. So although it's like so hard to pick a favorite, because I love everything I do in different ways, I would say teaching Reiki is my favorite, just because it's so life-changing. Like, it honestly is. And it's just amazing to be able to teach others how to do that and share. I always say, like, share the good news. Like, we need to tell others. Like, no one needs to keep this for themselves. So the more people I can tell, the more students I can have, even if they're all over the world, I'm happy to share.
That is incredible. And I love what you're doing. Do you have any last minute messages for the audience before we have to go here?
If you haven't tried Reiki, I would definitely recommend trying it. It's amazing. It's energy healing. I have girls come, boys come, young men, young women, old women, children, and it's just incredible. So if you haven't tried energy healing, I would really recommend you try it, especially now when we're kind of like, the world is turned upside down and we're all looking for alternatives to help us. If you are looking for anything for mental health, relaxation, sleep, even if you don't come see me, go try Reiki. I always recommend people to try something new, and it's fun and relaxing, and I'm sure you'll learn something about yourself.
I love that message. And thank you once again for coming on the show. Like, this has been amazing.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Bye.